Hey, good morning, everybody. This is Whitey's Performance Auto Marine Electric. Going to do a little follow-up for you. This is going to apply to most late 60, early 70 Fords, Mustangs, Torinos. I myself am working on this Torino. Just got this about a month ago, if you've watched some of my other videos. And actually, I'm trying to get as much stuff working on here as I can. And right here on the right side of the speedometer, there's 3 warning lights there, none of which worked. So I'm trying to get all those going. One is seat belt warning, one is parking brake on, and one is headlights on. So none of the lamp sockets were in here for those. And my other video, I was showing you what I've done to get the seat belt light going. And I've got all that wired in now. I'm going to show you. I'm going to hook the battery back up here. And so I've got one thing going that I wanted to get going. And you can go back and watch my little video I did on putting this little timer in here. It's all wired in right there, that little micro timer. Okay? And there's the lamp that will go twist into the seatbelt warning light. So how that's going to work is when you turn the key on, okay, there's your seatbelt warning light. It's going to flash for 10 seconds. Okay, so that's pretty cool. So I've got one switch working, or light working. Now I'm working on the parking brake and headlights on. And now this car, I don't know if the parts were taken out when they restored it, but this connector right here originally went to the buzzer relay. The other side, there was another connector similar to this on the other side of the buzzer relay. It's not here, so I'm not sure if they took the parts out or what. But at any rate, I'm going to show you how to fix these other two things. The next thing I'm working on is the parking brake. And I took this whole assembly out. I ordered this switch. God only knows where this thing went, but I'm telling you what, there's no place on here for it to work, and it's pretty cheesy setup anyhow. The one thing, I ordered the whole little kit. I did get the lamp and the socket and the wires, so that's usable. So what I'm doing here is I've ordered from Amazon a standard products, kind of a generic parking brake switch. And what I'm going to do here is right here, right there, I'm going to mount that new switch right here. It's a little spring-loaded plunger type switch. So when the brake is released, it's going to push in on the plunger and open the circuit to ground, okay? And as soon as you start putting your brake on, you can see here, it's going to come off that spring-loaded plunger. The contacts will go closed to ground and your parking brake light will come on. So I should have that switch this weekend. I'll do a follow-up for you. I'm going to have to drill holes to mount it. And that should get my parking brake light working, okay? Which really, that's really important, because years ago I had a 67 GTO. We lived up in Noblesville, Indiana at the time. And my wife drove that car all the way to town with the parking brake on. So it's kind of good to have that light. Now the next thing is your headlight on warning light. So what you want, how you want this to work is if the headlights or parking lights are on, okay, whether the key's on or not, because your headlights will come on without the key on, and you open the door, the warning light's going to come on. Now how are we going to make that work with minimal expense and hassle? Well, the first thing is we're going to need this little relay right here, okay? Right there, lights on relay. And that part number is 10C838. It's going to have 3 male connectors, pins on it. And if you want to see the internal workings of that relay, there it is right there. Okay, there's the connector, there's the relay itself. Okay, if you can see that. So what's going to happen is when that relay is energized, the contacts will close to ground. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to figure out where's 12 volts with the parking brake on, or the headlights, or the parking lights or headlights on, and then where's 12 volts from the door switch. So if we look at our little print here, okay, by the way, this wiring diagram is from Classic Car Wiring. I buy one of these every time I get one of these cars. So there's the driver's side door, that red wire right there. Okay, that actually did go originally to the relay right up here. Okay, so at any rate, what we're going to do is we're going to hook that red wire to the relay coil. So I don't want the relay to be energized anytime the headlights are on, because it's going to sit there and burn up, right? I only want that relay to come on when you open the door. So you open the door, okay, and it's gonna pull the coil in on this 10C838 relay, which will close the contacts to ground. Okay. The other thing we're gonna need is power. So you got 12 volts here on this side of the lamp. Contacts go to ground. Okay. Right here, if you look down here on this print, right there, no, I take that back, right here, that upper left pin, it shows a brown wire and a black wire. Now come to find out, on my car they're actually not connected there, they're actually connected on the headlight switch. So on my car I can look up here on this switch and I can see the brown and black wire hooked together. So I got my meter out and checked that out, and that's 12 volts on with the parking lights on, running lights, or the headlights. Okay, so with the lights on, we'll have 12 volts here. With the door open, right, it'll pull this relay coil in, those contacts will go to ground, and bang, your headlight warning light will come on. Now I toyed with the idea of putting a flasher on it too, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna leave it steady red. So as soon as you shut your lights off or close the door, one or the other, the light will go off. So come back and look. I'm still waiting on some parts here, and we'll get all these lights working and get this puppy put back together. I'm obviously not going to put the dash back together until I get everything working like I want. So good luck with your Ford. A lot of this applies to any late model or late 60s, early 70s, but particularly Torinos and Mustangs, Cougars. So happy motoring. Talk later. Bye.